broom flow. So grab your dowel, your broom handle, whatever you've got, and take a nice wide grip. Bring the broom handle in line with your nipples and then adjust your grip from here. It should be at relatively close to a 90-degree angle. Now we're starting, the broom is pushing into our chest. We're going to raise it up as we come into this end position here, like our football touchdown poles, okay? And come back down. And just breathe as you go through this motion. I'm gonna go through this for 10 reps. That's 3. Keep breathing as we slowly wake the shoulders up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Focus on feeling this rotation in your shoulders here. 9, 10. At the top position now, what we're going to do is go from this touchdown position, extend overhead, take a moment to squeeze the shoulders towards the ears, and now drop the broom behind the head, bringing it to the shoulders, pinching the elbows back behind the body to create a shelf that the broom can sit on, and actively pull that into those. So you're creating a little shelf, like a squat position if you've ever done barbell squats before. Now rise up, bring back down, go through the rotation. Bring down. That's 2. And 3. Squeezing at the bottom, squeezing at the top. Getting a nice rotation in there. Should be feeling a nice little burn accumulating in the shoulders now. We got one more of those. Good. Bring it back down to your hips. Keep the grip about the same. Maybe you want to widen it a little bit. We're going to go through some rows now. So if you've ever kayaked before, canoed, that kind of thing, okay? So we're just rowing, alternating the arms, pushing forward with that working arm, alternating speeds, going a little bit faster and slower, bigger circles. Now roll backwards. Keep breathing. And forwards. And backwards. Good. Come to a resting position. Narrow your grip to just outside hip width distance. Raise the broom to shoulder height, and then we're going to go through some scapular shrugs, protract and retract. So I'm gripping the broom, I'm driving it, reaching it as far forward as possible, and then pulling back through the shoulder blades like I'm trying to pinch a pencil in between my shoulder blades. So I'm going to turn sideways, push and round through the upper back and extend, pull and pinch, push. Breathe out, squeeze, breathe in. Keep going just like that, working with breath. We got 4 more. You should really be feeling this in the upper mid-back. Good. Take the arms down, shake them out for a second. Take a wider grip. Going back to a wider grip. Bring the broom overhead and just slowly start to twist. Just opening up, keeping the arms straight. Just see how much rotation you can get through the spine without the feet moving. And we're going to start to speed that up a little bit, get a little bit more dynamic with it. So just now the feet can move a little bit, the hips can sway a little bit, the knees can move a little bit. Be wary of your spine here. Slowing it down, coming back to a straight position. From here now we're just going to lean to the right hand side. Just go wherever you can feel comfortable here. Keeping the arms straight. Get to your end range, hold here for breath. Pull back up to straight. Re-lengthen, take it to the opposite side. You should feel a really nice stretch down the side body here. Pull the hands away from each other using the broom handle. And come back up. Good stuff. Take the broom handle back to that rack position that we talked about earlier on the back of the shoulders. Pulling the elbows down, building a platform for the broom, racking onto the shoulders. From here now we're in a squat style position. We're going to bend the knees into an athletic stance just a little bit, and we're going to do some rotations here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That stable position, we're going to do some broom good mornings now, okay? So we're sending the butt back as far as possible to really fire up the hamstrings, get into your end range, and then extending back to a standing position. Using the back body, the hamstrings and the butt should be firing here. For 2, I'm gonna go side on so you can see. Send the butt back. 3, 4, 5. Keep going until we reach 10. What you should be feeling here is your hamstrings really engage, get long. Back should be as flat as possible. Maintain a neutral lumbar spine. Don't crane your neck. Just keep it nice and neutral where it's relaxed. Got one more rep here. Good. From this position, just pop the bar overhead. Bring it back down to hip height. And now if you've never done these before, we're going to try something called shoulder dislocations. They're much easier than they sound, but you want to take a very wide grip at first and then narrow it over time. So what we want to do here is root the feet, squeeze the butt together, so that's not going to allow us to overcompensate in the lower back. And we're going to, with straight arms, we're going to take our broom overhead and all the way behind us until hopefully we can touch our butt. And we bring it back. Start really wide with these. You might be all the way out here at the end of your pieces. That's fine, even if you're only clear in the head by an inch. Over time, we can come in and get through full range of motion as we get narrower on the grip. So this is rep 4. Finding whatever range you've got here. The biggest bang for your buck shoulder exercise for mobility, strengthening and regaining control that there is. It's an amazing tool. Go nice and slow with this. Don't forget to be squeezing the butt. We have a tendency during this exercise to make up for our lack of shoulder mobility by bending. So squeezing the butt and trying to maintain as much neutral spine as possible here. Okay, come to a rest, ease the shoulders up for a second. Do rotational shoulder dislocations by lifting one arm up, it comes over, touches down, and then we lead with the opposite hand. So I'm using my right hand here, right hand leads, touches in that end position, left hand brings it back over the head. Right hand leads, left hand back over the head. Right hand leads, left hand back over. Same rules apply here. Squeeze in the butt, go in with whatever I've got. Even if your hands are super wide apart right now, that's okay. Stop here, we're going to reverse that motion. Now left hand leads, right hand follows. 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 Good, take a rest. Hold this overhead, nice athletic stance, wide as you need to go. And we're just going to go through 5 squats with the bar overhead. Now what you're going to find is, as you start to descend into the squat, it's really hard to maintain a good shoulder angle and the bar wants to lean forward. Over time, we want to develop the shoulder mobility and the hip mobility so we can squat down to a relatively decent depth and maintain a good shoulder angle. So just go through a few of those. 3, 4, and 5. Keep your grip where it is. Take a lunge. Let's go left leg forward, right knee down. From here, push your pelvis underneath. Activate that right glute so it takes the arch out of that lower back. Come in a nice straight line. From here, let's just take a lean. Hold the right hand down. Open up that left side body. Hold here. Reset. Take it the opposite side. Reset. Good. Let's hit 3 dislocates from here. 1, 2, 3. Bring the bar overhead. Extend the right leg. Pivot on the toes. Should be able to send it right to the opposite side. Down into a squat. Take a bend. Opposite side. 3 dislocates. 1, 2, 3. Pivot. Face forward. Hands out. Little test here. You're going to sit into as deep a squat as you can. For a second, you're going to take your broom. You're going to rest it on your thighs and see if you can sit here. The broom doesn't fall off forwards or doesn't roll back into your hip crease. And just hold and embrace it for 2 more breaths. Go ahead and grab your broom. Extend back up. Boom.